Hey, Sonia Vadezi here from Success Fitness. Today we're going to be doing a yoga Pilates fusion. So all we're going to need is your mat and we're ready to roll, right? All right, so what I like you to do is just center yourself, making sure that our heels, big toe, little toe, all touching on the mat. We want to make sure that our feet are right underneath your hips. So give yourself a little rock forward, a little rock back. Come back to the center, press your toes down, go a little bit to the right and left, and find your center. All right, soften those knees a little bit. Give me a nice deep breath, reaching it tall. And exhale out. And again, feels good, right? Inhale, reaching it tall. And exhale. Give me one more of these because it feels so amazing. Stretch it out. Inhale. And exhale, holding it right here. Nice rotations to the shoulders. Big, big, big circles. Give me a couple more. One more. And holding it right here. We're going to balance ourselves just on the left leg. We're going to take your right knee and we're going to create some nice big rotations, opening that hip. 2, 3, 4. Give me one more. And 5. Good. Placing our right foot down. Left knee, nice big rotations for 5, 4, 3. Give me 2 more of these. Last one. Good. And release. Good work. Shake it out. We're going to come sideways to the mat just so you can see you have the length in front of you. Give yourself another nice deep breath in. This time I want you to give me a nice little forward fold. Let yourself just go. Let your head go. Let your shoulders go. If you can't quite touch the ground, don't worry about it. Just go as far as you can. Slowly rolling up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Arms come out to the sides. Inhale. Pressing those palms together. Exhale into your chest. And again, inhale, reaching it up. Slight little bit more of a back bend. Hinging it forward into that forward fold. Let your head go. Let your shoulders go. And rolling it up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. Let's hold it right here for 1 sec. Move it forward on your mat so that you have the mat more of the length behind you. Inhale, reaching it up tall. Little back bend. Exhale, hinging it forward. Let's take your right foot back, high lunge position. Moving into that sun salutation. Left leg goes back into your plank. Spreading those fingers, belly button pulls in, back is nice and flat. Dropping to your knees, into your child's pose, arms extended. Because we're just warming up and getting going, don't force this. Digging the elbows in, scoot your nose forward like you have a little ball and you're trying to push it along. Opening it up into the up dog. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Tucking your toes under, downward dog. Nice little V position, head going right through. Press those heels down towards the mat. And again, don't force it. Let your head go. Right foot steps forward. High lunge position. Let's hold it. Right, always make sure you get your ankle and knees aligned. Step your left leg in, forward fold, letting yourself just dangle. Rolling it up one vertebra at a time. Arms come out to the sides, pressing those palms together. Exhale into your heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale up and back. Hinging it forward, forward fold. Let yourself just dangle. Let's take your left leg back, high lunge position. Aligning your knee with your ankle. Back stays nice and flat. Right foot steps back, plank position. Spreading those fingers, evenly pressing into each palm. Dropping to the knees. Point your toes, child's pose. Digging those elbows in. Scoot your nose forward. Up dog. Rolling the shoulders down your spine. Tucking your toes under. How are we doing there? Downward dog. So body getting a little bit more mobile. Press those heels down. Let your head go. Play with each pose, right? Don't just get rigid into each pose. Move around a little bit. See what feels good. Left leg steps forward, high lunge position. Nice long stride if you can. If you need a chair, if you need some blocks, right? Just make sure you have it all ready to go. We're not going to come all the way up this time. So I want you to drop both knees behind you. We're going to go on all fours, hands underneath your shoulders. Knees are just the width of your hips, just like when we're standing. Tuck the tailbone under, exhale into your cat. Inhale, release into the arch. And again, exhale, rounding it. And inhale, release. And again, exhale. And inhale, release. Good work. Give me two more. Exhale. And inhale, release. And release. Good. We're going to come over onto your back. Our feet just, again, tucked in, but not so snug yet. We're not going to be quite there. All I want you to do is just get a sense of your core. So we're just going to do small little pelvic tucks. So think about your pubic bone pulling in towards your navel. So it's like you're rotating those hips. Yes? All right. Exhale, pulling it in. Pull that belly button in. And then inhale, letting it go. So we're creating a small little arch in that lower back. And again, exhale, pulling it in. Inhale, release. It's not a big movement. Exhale, pull, 3. And inhale, release. 4. Good, just waking up that core. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Perfect. We're going to hold it right here. We're going to take one leg straight up. We're going to walk our hands a little bit higher up that calf. Now I want you to lift your head and shoulders and come up a little bit higher. Getting a little bit of that hamstring stretch. Again, because we're not super warm yet, don't force this. And release. Other leg comes up, point your toe up. Go a little bit further into it if you like. Chin slightly tucked in. Walk up a little higher. You can take a little bit deeper. And release. Let's switch it again. Pointing your toe, come up a little higher, right? So each time, trying to go a little deeper. But again, because we're just starting, don't get too carried away here. Try to get it as straight as you can. If you need a strap, you can always grab a strap for this. And release one last time. All right, pull it in, pull it in, pull it in for 4, 3, 2, and release the head back down. Walking your heels as close as you can towards your glutes. We're going to keep your knees, ankles, and hip aligned. Hands just go down beside your hips. Full bridge this time. Pelvic tucked in. All the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale. Inhale, releasing it one vertebrae at a time. Back down into that arch. And again, 2. And release. And again, 3. And release. Very nice. And again, 4. And release. And again, 5. And release. Good job. Exhale out. 6. And release. We got 4 more here. Come on, squeeze it. And release. Give me 3 more. Last 2. Excellent. One more time. And release. Good. We're going to pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock, side to side, massaging through that lower back. We're going to let one leg extend. Both hands go behind your ears. So we're going to do a little bicycle here. Shoulder to opposite knee. Ready? 1, 2, nice and controlled. 3, 4, 5, 6, keeping your head supported. 7, 8, 9. Hold the 10th one. We're going to grab that knee, pulling it in, and I want you to pull a little bit closer into it. Like in Pilates, we'll call this a single leg stretch. Let's hold it for 4, 3, 2. We're going to switch. Opposite leg, pull it in, nice and snug. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Walking those feet nice and close in. We're going to be on your tippy toes. Knees and ankles aligned, lifting it up into that bridge position. Come in a little closer if you can. Hands clasped from underneath, resting right between those shoulder blades. Hold it right here. Go as high as you can, okay? Holding it for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Are you lifting? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and releasing it back down, feet flat on the ground. Let's drop both knees over to one side, arms laterally out from the shoulders. You should feel a little warmer now. Dropping those knees over to the other side. Good work. And release. Now, okay, we're going to take our hands right behind our ears. We're going to lift your head. So we're going to support. We're also going to take our legs up into 90, pressing your feet together into a butterfly position. So your knees are separated, okay? Lifting your shoulders as much as you can. So we're going to feel the upper abdominals contracting here. What I'd like you to do is we're going to push your feet out in front, point your toes, abduct, come back together, flex your feet, and pulling it back into that butterfly, okay? But keep your shoulders lifted. Ready? Flex your feet. Push, point, out, and in. Flex, pull, push, point, out, and in. Flex, pull, out, point. Keep those shoulders lifted. Flex, point, flex, point. The lower I take my legs here, right? So if I go more towards the wall, a lot harder, right? And pull. Good. Keep going. Pushing it out. Point, abduct, flex, and pull. Point, abduct, flex, and pull. Yes? Point, abduct, flex, and pull. Give me 2 more. Point, abduct, keep those shoulders lifted, supporting that lower back, right? So the more I lift my shoulders, last one, we're going to hold it right here. We're going to take our hands between those legs, and I'm going to pump small ones, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Whew. Now I feel warm. All right. We're going to come into a full seated position. Let's walk. If your feet are here, it's going to be very difficult to come up. So walk your feet out a little bit. We're going to get our arms up above your chest. We're going to come up into a seated position. When we're here, we're going to grab one leg, pulling it as snug as you can. Take it back down. Roll it back down. Yes? Roll up. Other leg comes up. Straighten it out. Stretch. Come back. And release. Good. And again, 3, stretch, and release. Roll it up. 4, stretch, and release. And again, 5. You might use a little bit of momentum on the way up, right? But try to avoid that. And again, 6, and slowly down. And again, 7, and back down. Good, give me 3 more. 8, and back down, last 2. 9, nice and straight. Kind of straight as you can when you're lifting it. Grab that ankle if you can, and straighten that leg, and releasing it down. Oh, good job. Arms extend, legs fully extend this time. We're going to do a full roll up, going into a forward fold, okay? Pelvic tucked in as much as you can, keeping that lower back supported. We're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Notice the chin is tucked in, one vertebrae at a time, reaching for the toes. Forward fold, rolling it down one vertebrae at a time. Resist coming down 1. And again, 2. Forward fold. And back down. Stretch. 3. Stretching it forward. And back down. How's that feel? And again. Just come down as low as you can, right? So nice stretch this way. And then coming up one vertebrae at a time. Use your core. And then stretching the back of the hamstrings. Right? You may feel this in your lower back when you're stretching. We don't want to feel pain, discomfort in that lower back. So be very gentle here. So if you need to bend your knees a little bit more with the roll up, you can. Okay, so what I mean with that is here, pelvic tucked. Use your knees to pull yourself up, straightening those legs into that forward fold, right? So we can always modify certain things. Good job. Give me 2 more. And release. Awesome. Last one. And release. Good. All right. We're going to do that little sequence. I'm going to scoot away here. Sequence one more time. Okay, so from where we started, hands go. So pelvic tucked in. Hands go behind your ears, lifting it up into that crunch position. So I really want you to think about upper abdominals contracting. Lift this up as high as you can. Butterfly. Flex your feet 10 times. Ready? Push, point, extend. 1, flex. 2, flex. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold the butterfly. Arms go in between. Ready? Crunch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release those feet. Arms extended. All right, coming back up into that seated position. Don't have it too snug here, right? Roll it up. One leg comes up. 1, and release. And again, 2, and release. Just repeating what we just did. 3, and release. 4, and release. 5, and release. Good job. 6, 7, 8. Come on, give me 2 more. 9. Last one. And 10. Legs extend, arms extend. Nice long stretch. Full sit up, going all the way through your forward fold. Okay. Up we go. Chin tucks in. Rolling it up. Reach for the toes. 1. We're only going to do 5 of these. And back. And again. 2. and back. And again, 3, and back. 2 more. 4. Feel a little bit more limber. Last one. 5. And release. Let's hold it right here. Nice upright position. We're going to take one leg and we're going to cross it over. So foot goes on the ground. Hug the knee in nice and snug. Opening up your chest, looking over your shoulder. How you feeling? You doing awesome? I feel great. Okay. So, I mean, it pays off when we're consistent with these things, doing these kind of things weekly. So every week I'll see you here, right? And release, switching it over, crossing that leg, foot on the ground, hugging that knee in. Again, notice how flat my back is. I don't want to be here, right? And then with the opposite hand, I'm just helping myself, propping myself up. Good job. And release. Okay, we're going to hold it right here. We're going to go into a reverse tabletop. So we're going to have our hands behind us. Now, for some people, this may bother your wrists. So you can have your hands a little bit more this way, right? Ideally, we want your fingertips pointing more towards your heels. But if that's uncomfortable, get your hands out a little bit further, okay? So right underneath your shoulders, we're going to go into your reverse tabletop. And we're going to lift your hips up and down. And I want you to keep your arms nice and straight. So when we're going to that first tabletop, just make sure you're nicely aligned. Okay, keeping our weight in our arms and shoulders. We're going to drop your hips down and up for 10. Ready? 1, and lift. 2, and lift. 3, and lift. 4, 5, 6. This whole sequence will be very tough on the wrist. 7, so be careful. 8, last 2. Last 1. And release. Good. Let's hold it right here. Rotate those wrists out. We're not quite done, okay? We got 3 different moves in that position, so it's going to get a little tougher. All right. We're going to go back to your tabletop, reverse. And this time I want you to lift, but bend your elbows when you're lifting. So we want to try to get those triceps in a little bit more. So not straight arms, we're going to bend into it. Yes? All right. Tabletop, up we go. Ready? Bend from the elbows. 1, 2, 3, right? So nice little tricep work. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Again, giving those wrists a nice little break. We got one more to do. So back to that tabletop. And we're going to this time alternate kicks for 20. All right. So reverse tabletop. Hold it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2. Are you warm? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and release. Good. Before we move to the second set of all this, we're going to take one arm behind you. If you can, take your other hand behind you and try to grab those fingertips. If that's not possible, just grab the elbow, give your triceps a little stretch, and giving the wrists a little break. And release. Other side. Grab your fingertips if you can, or grab the elbow. And release, yeah? All right, second round, just like what we did earlier, we're gonna do 2 rounds of these things, okay? These things, these crazy things. So arms extended this time, right? So they're gonna stay straight. Hips up and down, reverse plank. Ready? Reverse tabletop, not plank. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, arms stay straight, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release. Give those wrists that break that they need. All right, 10 more for your tricep dips. Ready? Reverse tabletop, lifting it up, dipping from the elbows. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, press nice and even. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Ooh, I feel those triceps. Rotate those wrists around. That's the one thing, the complaint that we get a lot in yoga is that people's wrists get sore. And so it just takes practice, 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 and take breaks when you need to. Okay. Last one for the tabletop, lifting it up this time, kicking those legs out. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, hips up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Woo! Good job. Sitting nice and upright, cross-legged position. Arm goes back, tricep stretch. Releasing it down, other arm, tricep stretch. And release, rolling those shoulders out. Excellent work. All right, from there, we're going to move you back over on all fours. So again, be careful off your wrists here. What I find sometimes that works really well too is having a set of dumbbells underneath my wrists. So it keeps my wrists in a more neutral position. So that's another option. Maybe some blocks for support, right? So try different things to support those wrists. All right, hands underneath your shoulders, spreading those fingers. Tuck your toes under. Arching that lower back, so tailbone is up towards the ceiling. We're going to come right up into your downward dog. Holding it right here. Feel the stretch in the back of the legs. We're going to alternate tapping your foot with the opposite hand. So we're going to go 1, other side, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? So it's a small little shift. From there, we're going to have those feet a little bit closer together, and we're going to do a downward dog into an up dog. So we just got to find that right position of our hands. So down we go, and up dog on your toes, and again, downward dog 2, and up dog, and again, 3, and up dog, and again, 4, and up dog, and again, 5, press those heels down, and again, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Drop it all the way down. Point your toes back. Child's pose. And again, poor little wrists. Give them a break. We're not quite done with those downward dogs. We're going to do a downward dog side plank. So what we're going to do from here is you're going to go downward dog, side plank, then back into your downward dog and side plank. So this one, I don't want you rushing it, so take it nice and slow. All right? All right. It's warm today. All right, arching it, downward dog. Ready? Up we go. 1, side plank, downward dog. 2, side plank, downward dog. 3, Side plank. Good. 4, if you need to drop your knee on the side plank, you can do that as well. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice little challenge here. Last one. 10. One more side plank. Good. All the way down. Child's pose. Arms extended. Oh, feels so good. Just think how great it's going to feel when we're all done. And we don't have a lot left. Okay? I swear. We're going to take it over onto your back. Oh, sorry, on your belly. Not on your back. Not time to go to sleep yet. All right. We're going to go on your belly. We're going to have our arms just down beside you with your palms up. Okay, your feet are just under extended away from us. We don't want them too wide. Okay, I want them rightly aligned with your hips. We're going to look down towards the floor, and we're going to do some nice small little lower back extensions. So all I want you to do is lifting from your shoulders and your head and your chest. All right, so lifting it up as high as you can. 1, and release. Think about your hands reaching to your knees. 2, so we're not lifting them. 3, good, exhale on the lift. 4, get into that lower back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. We're going to come back up on all fours. Our wrist got a little break, right? We're going to have our hands underneath our shoulders, plank position, alternating leg lifts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping it down. Now with those high planks, I'd rather have you hips too high than too low, right? So safety first. If they're too high, you're just putting a little bit more pressure on the shoulder, but if they're too low, then there's pressure on the lower back. We're gonna do tricep push-ups. So hands underneath your shoulders, legs out of the equation. When we're here, your knees have a lot of pressure. If I pull my knees in more, I'm not right on my patella. If you need a towel underneath your knees, use a towel. Elbows are bending. Ready? 1, 2. Notice how close my elbows are. And 10. Take it into your child's pose, arms extended. Lots of strength for today's class. We're going to come back on your belly. We're going to do that sequence one more time. Arms come out to the sides, palms up towards the ceiling. This time, we're going to lift your legs with it as well, okay? So legs and chest lifting. Raise like a Superman, but your hands stay to your side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. And 10. Pushing it back up. High plank position. Alternating leg lifts. Leg go back. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dropping back into your child's pose. Get ready for your tricep push-ups for 10. Good work. Coming forward, hands right underneath your shoulders, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Child's pose. Good work. How are we doing with all that? Good job. We're going to come forward, down on the elbows. We're not quite done with that core yet. I'm pushing you today. We're going to hold it right here. Elbow plank, knees off the ground. We're going to do a nice little hip dip, alternating side to side. Ready? 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little rainbow there for you. We're going to come over onto your side plank. If you need a little bit more cushioning, we can bend that mat in. Bottom leg bent or straight. We're going to do 10 hip dips from here. Arm extended. Ready? Up and down we go. Drop and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Pivoting, yeah. I just want to face you so you don't have to look at my back. Bending that bottom leg, if you like. Top leg straight. Down and up we go. Ready? Dip it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Good work. Definitely warm. We're going to go back into your right side. So pivot back over. We're going to go into your side plank on your hand this time. Okay. Bottom leg bent, lifting it up. We're going to reach it and drop it. 1, reach it. 2, 3, yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2. One more. And 10. Awesome. Okay, other side. I swear. Last one. Once again, little wrists, right? Okay. Bending that knee, arms straight, reaching for it. Ready? Down we go. 1, 2, and reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Whew. All right, we're gonna lie on your back. We're gonna take the bottoms of your feet together into your butterfly stretch. Drop those knees to either side, giving those hip flexors a little breather. Arms scan out. Give yourself a nice deep breath in. And exhaling it out. And again, inhale in. And exhale out. 3 more deep breath in. And exhale out. 2 more in. And exhale out. Where's that breath going? Is it going in the belly? Inhale in. Oh, good job. Knees come back together. Arms come laterally out to the side. Palms down. Drop those knees over to one side, stretching through that lower back, looking the opposite direction. Taking the knees over to the other side. And again, take that deep breath in. And exhaling it out. Good work. We're going to come to the center. All right, we're going to go into a happy baby. So what I'd like you to do is grab the back of the knees, pull the knees slightly apart, and think about your knees going right to the armpits, okay? Then I want you to flex your feet, and I want you to push them up towards the ceiling. So we're not pressing up with your feet, but we want to have them flex. So if the ceiling would fall, we're catching the ceiling. Yeah, does that make any sense? Like, why would the ceiling fall? All right. What I'd like you to do, if this is as max as you can go, then this is where we would stay for our happy baby. If you can take it further, we're going to take the bottom of your feet, and we're going to pull the knees into your armpits or beyond. All right. And I want you to stay here, and I want you to look at your ankles and knees and make sure that they're aligned. Let's hold it right here. Happy baby. Getting that nice release through your tailbone, your hips. We worked really, really hard. We deserve these nice stretches. We're going to let one leg extend. The opposite leg goes down to the floor. We're going to hold it right here behind the knee. I'm basically clasping my fingers. And we're going to try to get that leg as straight as we can, as close as we can. And then I want you to flex your foot. Nice stretch for the hamstrings. We're going to go back to your happy baby, this time from the inside, and pulling that knee into the inner thigh. So a little deeper stretch here for that adductor, right? Pulling the knee in, keeping that leg at that 90-degree angle. So it's a one-legged happy baby. And release. Opposite leg straight up. That leg now goes straight down. Try to get it as straight as you can, pulling in nice and snug. So if you're pulling it and it's bending, then don't go as far. Maybe grab a strap or a belt, something to hang onto that leg, and then flex that foot. We're going to feel that stretch going a little deeper down that calf. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We're going to bend that knee back into your armpit. Grab that foot with the hand and pulling it in a little tighter. So I'm hooking in with the opposite arm as well, just giving a little bit of help and trying to keep that leg at that 90-degree angle, pulling it into the armpit. And at the same time, my hip flexor is getting a nice little stretch too. All right, so give it that little press. So depending, right, like you can use another hand to help out. All depends how flexible you are, how much help your body needs, but don't force it to the point of pain. We're going to pull both knees in. Oh, yes. Give yourself a nice gentle rock side to side, massaging through that lower back. Good work. From here, we're going to rock it up. If you can, we're going to rock it up onto your feet. Now, when we're on your feet, I want you to sink it down as much as you can. Now, for some of us, we can land right on the bottoms of your feet. If this is too much for you, and if you keep falling down, then maybe, can't even do it, come up on your tippy toes and try to keep yourself as upright as you can here, okay? So there we go. I just got to find my balance here. We're going to walk our hands over to one side. Walking my hands over, not easy, to the other side. As I said, if this is not possible, don't force this. So just stay on your tippy toes. Back to the center. We're going to come onto your toes. We're going to come into a semi-forward fold. So I want you to keep your knees bent though. So let's hold it right here. We're going to take our hands on top of the knees and let's hold it. And we're going to get ready for a chair pose. So what we're going to do, stay in that squat position. We're going to sweep our arms up. Good work. Looking in front of us. We're going to come all the way up. Give me a nice little back bend. Back to the center, chair pose. All the way back up, back bend. Give me one of these. Chair pose. All the way back up, back bend. And release, arms down beside, rolling those shoulders out. Nice big circles. Good work. Give me a nice deep breath. And again, inhale, reaching it tall. And exhale. Good work. Shake it out. Now, if you like to spend a little bit more time in a more relaxed pose, I definitely suggest for you to sit in a chair, lie on the floor, sit on the floor, whatever you need to do, and stay a little bit more in that relaxed position, because we are in a good sort of mode right now, but it was a bit more of a vigorous class, so you might feel like a run right about now. So it's up to you what you do with that. But thank you for joining me today. My name is Sonia Badesi from Success Fitness, and I'll be seeing you for your next class. Yes?